And welcome to Wasatch High School. We are in the nest, and this is Wasatch High School boys basketball. Region 7 action. The Wasatch was hosting the Springville Red Devils. Brent Martindale here with Ken Purdy and Pregame. We are excited for Region 7 basketball. Ken, what do you say?
Man, going to be another great game. Yeah, every time we meet Springville, it is. You got tough kids, just like the girls team. Tough kids, well coached, and there is that love-hate between Wasatch and Springville.
Well, and this is the second game for both of these teams in Region 7 season. And Ken, we're also really happy to invite and welcome alumni.
We love it.
StingTV, Kyler Grant. Welcome back.
Oh, it's amazing.
Holy smokes, you did games with us for a long time.
When we started.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so we are happy to have you. We're going to hear more about you. Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit, but let's talk about this game, guys. Wasatch coming off a tough loss to Region 7 foe Timpview the other night. And they looked pretty good. It was close, but Timpview, boy, tough place to play, right?
Man, it's the pit. I would just like the old New Mexico State, the Lobos, the pit.
That's aging us a little bit.
Yeah, it is, and man, a lot of good players, a lot of Division I basketball players have come out of Timpview High School and graced that floor, and football players.
Yeah. Well, and we're looking at this Wasatch High School team. They are under first-year coach Dan McClure. At least first-year coach here at Wasatch. Yeah. Ken, you gave us some background on him last time.
Yeah, he's
a lot of years experience.
Many years as a head coach.
And he doesn't look that old. He's like a kid with all the guys.
He doesn't. And he does a great job. We're very impressed with Coach.
So we have Kyler here. Kyler, we're want to hear more about what you're doing these days, and we love hearing the that's not going to work. There was the referee was fouled on the jump ball, so there's already a foul on. No, we won't say that. That's not true. So
JJ's
jump ball. Jamin Sondrup was the center at the jump ball. But yeah, Kyler, we're going to hear more from you and want you to be welcome here with us as always. So
it's a huge throwback to come in here, come back into the nest. And it's loud. It's loud. The stream's better. The fans are crazy. Makes me jealous. Like, I need to get back into that crowd.
That is so fun.
Oh, man, but this looks like an amazing venue here. The fans are loud, and we're coming off of a loss in the away game, but this crowd is going to be helping rev this team back in. Yeah,
you're good point there. These guys want to get a win.
Springville, they did win their first game. They were... Sorry, we're pulling up things, and it came up a little slower than I was hoping. But Springville coming off a victory over Cedar Valley. So the teams, both girls and boys, beat Cedar Valley last week. And so they are 1-0. Wasatch with the loss at Timpview are 0-1. But it is early, and boy, guys, Region 7 is always nasty, right?
Yeah, it's cutthroat. You're playing so much basketball left, right, and center. But these guys are coming off their spring break, their winter break. Yeah. They're rejuvenated. They're ready to go.
Wasatch played in a tournament over the break.
Oh, my.
I talked to Coach McClure before, and they're going to call the travel on him. Maybe a little slide or something.
A couple calls not going our way. The foul down here against JJ, what I thought was just an out-of-bounds ball, and then Ethan drives the lane, gets a good look, and they hit him with a walk. So they were blowing the whistle early tonight, Kyler.
Well, 0-0 the score. Both teams have had a couple of looks. Both teams have had a turnover. There's a three-point long shot one time there.
Still scoreless.
Scoreless. That's Andrew Miller. He's a junior.
Nice move.
There's a driving kick out. There's a wide open look by Smith. No good. But Wasatch is going to get the ball back. So
Yeah, you said it, Purdy. These guys are moving the ball. They're tossing it down. They're getting into the paint, drawing numbers, and getting some open looks.
And really unselfish. You know, the last time we did a game, Caleb didn't take a shot. So I'm glad to see Caleb square up. And he's in the starting lineup because we lost the leading scorer to unfortunate
Connor Hendrickson.
Yeah, Connor.
Yeah.
And Caleb Smith is a multi-sport athlete. I coach Skyline High School soccer, and we came up against him, and they're amazing.
Dude, so good to hear a soccer basketball kid. I love it.
Man, he is amazing.
Big move that time, just off the rim for Miles Brown.
That's good to know, Kyle. I love to hear stuff like that.
Yeah, he's always been good. I'm in his neighborhood, and we played church ball a little bit, back in the day when I was still here. And he was a killer, and it's good to see him on the court now.
Yeah. Well, and he's thrust into that spot.
Yeah.
Probably a better soccer player than his basketball player, but he is giving you it. I mean, he was a little tentative when he first got in the lineup, and you're seeing a different kid here. He's getting a little more confidence every week. Love to see him out there, and I love to hear that.
Foul charge to Sam Lind. So
there you go.
Lind with his first foul charge just a minute ago, but there's a jump ball. Ethan Moore getting right in the face.
2 quick ones on us. That's heavy on the whistle tonight from the officials.
Guys, we also heard, besides Connor Hendrickson tragically being lost to the injury, tonight we are also without Jake Anderton, who's ill. So the team only has 10 guys dressed. JJ Seri
he's got that range.
3-footer, no good.
Good shot.
Fighting for that rebound was Caleb Smith.
Attaboy, Miles.
And Miles Brown.
Oh, come on.
It looks like he's going to be charged for a foul. So that's 3 quick fouls.
That's kind of
those type of plays did not get called fouls for that girls game that just happened a few minutes ago.
And he's behind the play. He's not overly aggressive on that. That's not a great foul.
5 minutes left here. We haven't seen a single point on the board. Part of that's due to these fouls, but we're seeing a lot of energy inside the paint and on this defense.
They're active.
There's a pass down low and the foul. Buskett.
Hey, nothing's going to be easy tonight.
Fall.
Another thing that'll date Coach Martindale and I is we used to watch the NBA when if you went in the paint, you had a bloody nose.
Yeah, that's right.
You had to look like Karl Malone to score inside there.
That's right.
And still, they developed a great fadeaway because they didn't want to take one to the chops.
Karl Malone, you keep aging us by giving these names, yeah.
People don't even know him anymore.
Ethan Chapman at the line for Springville. He's going to miss. So still 0-0. Here's the replay on that. The foul's going to be charged to, I believe it was Smith. So 3 guys with fouls.
Sam Lynn with 2 already.
Yeah,
that's actually Miles Brown.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. And we can't, you don't want to lose Miles in this thing.
Second
Caleb.
free throw missed, so still 0-0. 4:45 left here.
3 weeks ago, Caleb would not have brought that ball down by himself. So good confidence, makes people work. Good pass
down low to Seri. Seri immediately.
JJ's going to go to work.
He's going to go
nice
up.
Job, baby.
Scores.
And JJ outweighed probably about 60 pounds right there.
That is Jamin Sondrup. That's a 3-pointer.
And now the game's starting to open up a little bit there. Wasatch is moving that ball well down here, but a nice little transition, open corner 3. Little lapse of judgment there on the Wasatch side after they get their opening bucket.
Yeah. Luke Nadald with the 3-pointer, his first of the night, and that's the first score of the night. JJ Seri trying to drive. He's going to get called for a travel. So you were talking about who is guarding JJ. It's Jamin Sondrup, as we mentioned. He's a sophomore. This young man is listed at 6'10". I don't know, guys. Is he 6'10"? Maybe.
He's a lot bigger than Seri.
Maybe.
Sophomore on sophomore action there. That's going to be a really interesting battle as the game develops.
And really interesting on that call there.
He could be 6'10". 6'10", 235 is the roster. So, and that's JJ with the steer. JJ's going to go 2-on-1. Little Michael all the way down. He's going to get fouled.
Yeah, I'd give that a goaltend. If he got the ball on the smack, when you smack the rim in the back like that, or smack the board on that, that's a goaltend, guys.
Their coaches are calling for that, but they're not going to give it to them.
It affects the shot.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
100%, and that's a goaltend.
So when we see the replay,
that's a goaltend.
Yeah, you'll be able to see what Ken's talking about.
And every fan below us is wanting it.
Yeah,
it is electric.
The coaching staff, that's blatant. I mean, you make it shake like that you're affecting the shot.
100%.
And whether it goes in or not, right? Bring it back.
J.J. Sari misses the second.
Tie game.
Tie game at 3. So checking into the game earlier for Wasatch, we did have a substitution, Nate Hinckley, in the game. 3-point attempt again by Springville, no good.
A lot like the girls' team. They like that perimeter.
3-point pull-up, no good, just short. And rebound goes to Sondrup, and here comes Springville. These teams are expending a lot of energy, but so far not a lot of points, and that's sometimes high school basketball, right? A little contact there. Here comes Sam Lynn. Sam Lynn gets rejected.
Come on.
Looked a little physical there. I'm not sure.
That's way physical to the point where it's a little bit flagrant.
Wow, they're not going to call it. They're looking.
Man, and I go back to the defensive side of the ball and when Sam picks that off. He's letting that point guy go, and he's just paying the passing lane, being patient. So he goes and tries to create, gets a steal, and I'm telling you, I'm just getting old, I guess.
Well, you were just saying a minute ago that's what it was going to look like.
You watch that. That was a great replay, by the way, from the truck. And guys, that's bowling. He had a little bit of ball on that, but.
So the foul was charged to Andrew Miller, a sophomore guard. And Lind makes both.
Sam started palming that thing to go up quite early. I'm quite impressed.
This high pressure, double guard high pressure quickly.
Very nice
Beautiful pass that time.
Yeah.
From Sondrup. He's going to hit Nadald. Nadald now with 4 points.
I like how we're closing the perimeter down on, not letting him shoot like the girls' game. Nice job, Sam.
Sam Lynn with the shot. Boy, hustle play that time.
Staying here.
Once again, Caleb Smith.
I'd like to see more passes. Sam has good look right there, but I'd like to see us swing the ball around a little bit and get that nice open shot with our feet set.
And these second chance points are huge.
Yeah.
I mean, Caleb Smith just worked his socks off to get him this ball back, and you can take a lead here, and it's just off of hard work.
Absolutely great point. And we talk about that in the girls' game. There's certain stats that don't show up that change this game. That's a nice look.
Caleb Smith with a little pump fake.
Good deal.
Got his defender off his feet, but then the return shot, no good. There's a 3-point attempt, no good also, but the rebound once again lands in the hands of Caleb Smith.
Nate Hinckley checked in.
Lind once again shot.
Sam's pushing a little bit tonight, and I know he's got a good look, but he looks spry. A lot of energy.
Lind's going to get a breather.
Yeah, he's getting a little tired.
Carson Banky comes in. Banky in the game that we watched a couple weeks ago was, I think we named him near the player of the game.
Yeah, we did.
Came in and
we love this kid.
Did a great job.
There's
another steal by J.J.
J.J. wants a dunk. Again.
Yeah.
Number 12. You got a foul. Come on. You know you're getting it. So.
7th foul of the game.
Yeah.
This is contested. We're not even done first quarter.
Yeah.
Well, and like you say, Miller definitely trying to be very physical.
That is a great point.
And what's going to happen is it's going to cost him because now he's got 2 fouls, got to come out of the game. So.
And Wasatch is getting looks, on the fast break. We've seen it multiple times, getting swarmed up. And when the physicality is going to have to die down at some point. Since players are going to either leave or, the fouls are going to die.
JJ wants to bring down the house with the dunk. And I get it, but boy, he is so athletic. I'd cross this kid over deep in the paint, go to the other side.
Makes both. Sorry.
He makes up for it.
Checking into the game for the Red Devils is Lucas Franks and I believe Carter Tanner. They are going to replace
great closeout.
Sondrup and Miller had to come out with 2 fouls. So
come on, that's a foul.
Jump ball between Ethan Chapman and who was that? Was it Ethan Moore fighting for the rebound?
Yeah, it was Ethan.
So the possession will go to Springville. They'll have the ball underneath their own basket.
2 guys.
There's a 3-point attempt. No good. J.J. Sari, once again, great position. comes down with the board.
Take your time, gents.
Wasatch with a 7-5 lead, a minute 30 left here in the first quarter. They're coming out pretty far as defenders.
Little matchup zone here.
J.J. Sari, boy, thought about that three. Takes the three.
Nice shot. What a take.
Beautiful.
J.J. Sari now.
Little jab step, gets a little bit of space, squares up and bangs it.
8 of the 10 points, J.J. Sari.
And now you have your defender the rest of the match, just thinking like, okay, he might go in and he might shoot. That just gives you a little bit of a mental.
Wow.
Good players take what's given to them,
exactly,
Tyler.
Yeah.
They take what's given to them.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Ethan Moore. That's his first foul. So
Coach McClure, he's got a point. There was several times down on Springville's end that we're not getting calls. And this official, yeah, Coach McClure's got a good argument.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's the replay, and that was, again, that wouldn't have done anything in the girls' game earlier.
They have a more iconic duo, Kendall Purdy and bad officiating calls. Every time I'd listen, bro, you were always with us on that side.
Yeah, it was funny. Mason Hansen shooting free throws.
We need you on the sideline down there, giving these refs an earpiece.
Yeah, I'd be kicked out.
Wasatch down to 19 seconds. J.J. Sari.
Got a mismatch on number 11. He can't hang with J.J.
Sari now with 10 of the 12 points for Wasatch. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. 12-7 lead for Wasatch. Springville desperately needing a bucket here without 2 of their starters, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
And who is that?
And that is, Caleb. Once again,
nice
Caleb
job.
Smith.
Caleb, set your feet. Great job. That's toughness, guys.
Sari may have 10 of the 12 points, but I'm going to give Caleb Smith a lot of points just for the hustle and
both
steals.
Both of those guys are coming out right now.
Yeah.
Giving a little break for them.
JJ and Smith coming out, so 21 seconds, enough time here for Wasatch to...
Kyler, to your point, he's doing some of the things that help, giving us the ball back, and we got a lead. So going to close out the first quarter, hopefully having the last shot here.
We're going to run down the clock down to 7. And that's going to be Sam Lynn takes the shot in, and it's good. Another mismatch, you guys. Lind shoots over, and I think the foul is going to be called on, I thought it was number 3, but it looks like they're going to call it on Lucas Franks.
The way to stay composed there, he missed a couple of shots beforehand, and now he walks in here, and now he's hitting that. He's going back to it. The way to keep his mental.
Got his legs under him a little bit there, a little higher jump. The 3-point play complete. Sam Lind now with 5 points. There's a shot at the buzzer. Wow, close. Shot at the buzzer by Mason Hansen. And Wasatch will take a 15-7 lead here in the first quarter at the end of the first quarter. So we want to tell, first off, we thank you all for joining us here on StingTV. And we want to have you, as always, we're seeing some replays here from the crew. Here comes one of the J.J. Sari. That looks like the second one that he tried to jam, so it wasn't going to happen with Smith. But we want to remind all of you, we earlier tonight had the girls' game, and they handily beat the Springville Red Devils, the Lady Red Devils, 52-30 behind stellar play from Peyton Banky and Ashley Garner and Fili Liava'a.
Yeah.
So big win for them, 52-30. We're going to interview head coach Audrey Hull, and we want you all to be able to hear that. That will be just minutes before the beginning of the second half of this game. So once again at the half, make sure you join us with just a few minutes before the half. We'll be interviewing head coach Audrey Hull of the 10-2 Wasatch Wasps and top 5 in the state. They were number 1 and 2 for the first few weeks. I think now they're around 4 or 5, but still a great season from the Lady Wasps. So, guys, what's Springville got to do here in the second half, in the second quarter, to get back in this game?
They're going to shut down J.J. Sari.
Yeah,
Sari, who is who is an absolute beast
That's an
tonight.
understatement. They need to lock him up.
Great job. They're the Banky. Man, nice handles and great pass. That's a small window right there. That's like a slant in football, guys. You got to put it in the perfect place, or it's getting jarred loose, and Banky puts it on the money.
3-point attempt, no good by Corfield. Rebound by Banky. Banky is listed at 5'9", and as we mentioned before, there's a three-pointer. Good.
The kid is feeling it tonight. JJ is loose, and he is feeling it.
And boy, he had somebody in his face too, guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass once again. Boy, that's happened a couple times.
They cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
You know, Sondrup is so good at that. He's so tall, he could just look from the top of the key. Sari, why not? Three-pointer this time, no good. And Springville comes down with it.
If I'm Springville, I'm taking my time here. Let this crowd die down a little bit, and then get a nice high-percentage shot.
You know, it is a funny thing. You talk about that die down, and there's a three-pointer by Nadald, Luke Nadald. Nadald now is a senior. We've been watching him for the last couple of years.
No.
And he is a force. And now a senior. But, you talk about that, calm down a little bit. You know, the shot clock, is it used enough, or are teams just rushing too much?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of a thing. If you have a team that doesn't care about the shot clock, Sam Lynn, three-pointer.
So this zone's not very active, so they're not coming. They're letting us shoot that three. I'm sure Coach doesn't want. Almost on the.
Yeah, almost a pick-off there.
I'm not Coach McClure, but I'm sure we don't want to be.
Nadald once again,
wow.
Beautiful move, almost a Euro step. Nadald taking control, trying to get this team back. Nadald now with 10 of the 12 points.
I think Coach is calling another set, slowing him down just a little bit, which is good. Eat a little clock, look for a good shot.
21. Banky's going to take a three-pointer, no good.
Get in there.
Just off the front rim. And Sondrup once again brings down the rebound. And 21-12 is the lead. The lead at one point was 11.
Yeah, I was going to say, let him shoot.
JJ Sari's got that look in his eyes.
Beautiful.
Wow, they're going to call an offensive.
Oh, now you're going to get it. Now you're going to get it.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that's a tough call, guys. I mean, that's got to be inside the perimeter of the rim, right?
And it's got to be
where he's calling that from. I don't know if he can see that.
Right.
I know it probably was, but boy, that was kind of quick. Anyway,
yeah.
So the offensive goaltending, that's going to be on Sam Lynn. That means he's up there, right, guys?
Yeah.
So 21-12. The lead was 11, the biggest lead of the night for Wasatch. Luke Nadald single-handedly right now trying to keep Springville in it. There's a shot. That's going to be a foul. Man. I did see that one. It looked like off the arm.
Heath earned that one. That was a foul. Got to keep his feet. As a player, I did it all the time. As a coach, you got to let that one go.
This is Ethan Miller, who had the two quick fouls on JJ Sari early on. Boy, guys, he seems like he'd want to go at Miller right now.
Great replay from the truck, and that was ticky-tack.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, he's barely looking. Not a great shot anyways. Guy's not squared up.
Andrew Miller makes both. The lead is now 21-14.
We would call that being bailed out is what we call it.
Yeah. For me, where Springville was really struggling the first quarter, was getting their looks to fall, but they had open shots on the perimeter.
Sari with an open three.
That kid doesn't have a good point, Kyler, because that's what the girls did.
Yeah.
They moved the ball well. They just could not get it to dunk. They could not get it to drop. Boy, JJ Sear.
Great defense trying to get back on Nadald there. You thought Nadald might have an opening, but boy, he got closed on quickly.
Yeah, and Nadald this second quarter is starting to make up for some of those missed shots. And there's an offensive rebound.
Sammy, don't get a foul.
Wow,
nice
great hustle play.
Let him work for that one, but
Mason Hansen listed at 6 foot. There is no way he's 6 foot.
And questioning all of these heights.
But he just did a rebound and shot there amongst trees, and I give him credit.
I think their moms submitted their height and weight stats.
I'm 5'11", and I'm taller than that kid. So three-pointer open, in and out and off in a little bit. And the rebound once again, Sondrup. Sondrup's racking up the rebound numbers right now for Springville.
Man, I put JJ to work. I'd go to the low post.
The lead is 8 for Wasatch. Boy, almost another turnover. Couple of errant passes. And there's a travel as well. So,
wow.
This referee closest to us here, he's called traveling 3 times. Maybe it's happening, but.
And I'm going to have to say Coach McClure helped him call that one, too. He's probably saying, watch this dude's feet.
That always helps, right?
When he comes down.
I don't know if we had more than 2 travels the entire girls game. Am I wrong with that?
No. I
anyway.
would. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 30-second timeout here for Wasatch. While we're doing this, we're going to stay on the air. We want to hear a little bit about you. What's been going on with you?
Tell us about Dan Patrick.
So I'm in Florida now. I'm not freezing anymore.
You're lucky dog.
Oh, and Florida's awesome, but yeah, I'm blessed to be out.
Tell us what you're doing there in Florida.
Doing some schoolwork. I go to the Full Sail University, the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. You brought it up, Purdy.
That is impressive.
I'm getting a bachelor degree in about 20 months, and it's all.
Have you met him yet?
I have met him once.
That's awesome.
He comes down about twice a year.
He's an icon, my friend.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't have had any interest in this field without StingTV.
Starting off right here.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and it's a blessing, and you guys are killing it, and the stream is going up major. I mean, we used to be just 1 camera, 2 guys.
Man.
Yeah.
Now we've got a freaking truck with all these.
Yeah, Coach Lang just showed me the truck. I mean, this is CBS.
This is better stuff than I'm getting.
Dude,
Dan Patrick.
yeah.
This is insane.
This is crazy.
Well, we're happy to have you back, and
great pass, Caleb.
JJ Sari just off the front and back rim. Boy, there's some hustle points right there.
JJ. Go straight up and down, young man.
Wasatch with a 24-16, and that's definitely going to be in trouble. Different guy.
Yeah, you know he did. He had him on his back, had him on his hip.
Yeah.
And giving a little pressure. So he stops and kind of stutter steps, and he gets banged with a
24-16, 8-point lead. The lead was as high as 11 for Wasatch in that early in this second quarter.
Extend in the zone.
Great hustle.
I love what he's doing. He's getting hurt from the perimeter, so he's extending the zone, taking away the passing lanes.
We're looking a little bit at the overall record for Springville. They are 3-8. But they did, as we mentioned, get the win over Cedar Valley the other night. Boy, they've got tools, guys.
Good-looking team.
Yeah, they're getting open looks. Boy, that is just a huge rebound again for Sandra.
Dude, we'll probably get a replay because the truck's so good. It looked like a ball. Coach McClure saying the same thing. That was all ball.
On the rebound, foul was called. I believe they gave that to, I want to say they gave it to Ethan Moore. That would be his second foul.
Yeah.
And coming out of that timeout, this game has started to slow down. It's become a little bit more methodical.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Coach, and maybe they're a little tired. I don't know, because there was a lot of energy.
A lot of fast breaks, too. Just a lot of energy being put.
Boy, that's a soft little jumper that time. I don't know why he doesn't do that every time. Sondrip has.
And make him do it. Let him beat you there before we.
Sondrip, I want to say at this point, Sondrip, that is just his first bucket of the night. Right now, Wasatch doing the one shot, 1 and none. So, whereas before there was a little extra. There's
nice
a steal.
Job.
Once again, that is initiated by Hinckley.
Nate's coming and giving some good minutes.
Giving a little energy boost. Wasatch still up 24-18. Minute 40 left. Yeah, they're definitely taking more time now, aren't they? They're JJ has the open look. Good.
Catch, square. Hey, guys, a lot of it is the pass. You got to get that pass up above your waist so you can catch and fire.
Another three-pointer this time off the mark. And boy,
Caleb come down on his. Dang it, he came right down on his foot. But he went up over our 6'10" feller.
Yes, he did. That is a big rebound for 6'1" Caleb Smith.
Yeah, he twists that a little bit.
Oh, darn. That is not what you want to see. Wasatch already with only 10 guys dressed. And that would be a loss.
I've had a lot of those, and he's not wreathing in pain, so unless he's hiding it really well. So I hope we see him back.
Boy, I'd want him to stand up and keep walking on it is what I'd want him to do.
Yeah, well, there's a ton of truth to that. We used to take the shoe off right and let it get all,
I've seen that kid play in high school soccer, and he's the toughest center back in the state. So he might be, trying to show off a little bit like he's not hurt. But
yeah, he could be hurting worse.
Sam Lynn.
Wow, Sammy.
Spin move, bucket, 29-18. The big lead is back to 11. Guys looking at the stats, and here comes a drive. Oh, he would have had a shot right there, I would have thought. There's a soft jumper just off the mark.
Just
banking with
it off the rim.
Rebound. 40 seconds, so there is a shot clock and game clock differential here. 28-27 on the shot clock.
Coach,
32.
Here's a name for you. Number 10 for the Red Devils, Luke Nadald.
Yeah, he's the one with the most. He has 10 points.
And he's been pretty quiet here the last few minutes.
Yes, he has. They've either Wasatch has smothered him or there's a little time burst. So
Wasatch mismatch up front.
Winding down, 10 seconds, 7 seconds. J.J. Sari with a bucket.
Wow.
J.J. Sari, 21 points.
Guys,
here in the first half. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Springville's not going to get a shot off. Too many passes, no good. And Wasatch High School
smothered them.
31-18.
My
lead
goodness.
into the halftime. Wow, 21 of those points.
21 first half points. J.J.
Sari
is playing like a man. A full-grown man.
He does not care who is matched up against him. There's a height differential. He'll take to the paint.
A lot of confidence. And I saw some of the earlier games this year. We called a couple of earlier games this year, and J.J. was not that aggressive. He was just getting his confidence underneath. And his coaching, too. Good coaching staff. Coach McClure's done a great job, but, man, dominated. Wasatch has really dominated this.
And there's a height differential in the paint for Springville, but they're not taking advantage of it.
No.
Defense. No. And I'm questioning if Caleb Smith's absence, is that going to make that paint a little bit easier for Springville?
Well, and I like the adjustments. Coach McClure, we were getting hurt a little bit with the three on the perimeter. Coach McClure has extended that zone. We got guys in the passing lane and guys extending out to the perimeter, closing out. And the shot's not falling. Kyler, they're getting some good looks, and Springville can't get it to fall. So,
and giving credit, Sari obviously scoring a lot of points, but it's not just that. How many steals? At least 3 or 4 steals, and then rebounds. So halftime. Sorry, anymore.
Called transition points, right?
Okay.
So transition points.
That's a really good
what
point.
are we getting off of defensive plays, deflections, blocks, and JJ's taking advantage of that, but man, he is shooting the lights out too.
It is hard to believe that 6 weeks ago he was in a boot.
I know.
So amazing comeback. So halftime, 31-18, Wasatch with the lead. We thank you for watching us here on StingTV. Please don't forget, we're going to be interviewing Audrey Hull, the head coach of Wasatch High School girls 10-2 team, right before the second half of this game. So thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon right here on StingTV.
I get it. Yeah. Oh no. Don't fall. Don't spread your legs. We had a kid, not mine, I know this year, in the middle of high school. They stopped playing. Congratulations on the 44. You're now a new father.
Check, mic check. Mountainland One Star, also Mountainland Auto Sales, Country Gardens Anniversary, Mountain Refine, Mountain West Trail, and Poison Creek Furniture, along with Quentin Facility Shack, Rain Creek Developers, and Jordan Ridge. Just a few of our Wasatch High School sponsors. We talk about the Lakeland Group, ladies and gentlemen, and they are the ones that Cool the Kid Car is sponsored each and every year by the Lakeland Group. That's Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Right here on Main Street, be sure if you need any new transportation, be sure to see them.
Gabe, I've seen it the most like unathletic thing I've ever. I didn't know I saw it. So we recorded all the games. We caught like championships here. I don't think I watched it. No, there's still a bad. I would start. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why the playing I like honestly, we put time in defense.
And welcome back into the Wasatch Nest here in beautiful Heber City, Utah. Wasatch has got themselves a strong lead here, 31-18 over the Springville Red Devils. My name's Kyler Grant, and we're just underway here into the second half. We're joined here by Kendall Purdy, and it was an electric half, courtesy of J.J. Sari.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. J.J. drops 21 in the first half, and Wasatch defensive pressure gets the ball right back. Sam Lynn had a lot to do with that too. Only 10 points, but he spread the court, took it to the hoop. Caleb's back in. Kyler?
I was just about to point that out.
A little bit of an ankle injury. We were a little bit worried about him.
That's a deep point three.
Coach Hull did so great. We are so happy for you. And what a great coach. What a great job. Hey, your staff is outstanding too, young lady. We love it. Why would we not? Why would we not cover?
Did you catch it? Nice catch.
Yes, I did. Woo. Why would we not cover girls basketball? The hottest thing going right now. We love it. We love it. So, thanks for putting a good product out there. They are, but they're coached really well.
Well, here at the beginning of the second half, you guys, you're probably already talking. There was a bucket that time. We had a bucket by Wasatch, and then a bucket just now. There's another three-pointer in and out.
Squared up, Eve.
The bucket by Springville a moment ago was by Ethan Chapman. Another really good look. Springville already with a couple of good looks. 34-20 is the lead for Wasatch.
Mason Hansen, number 13 for Springville. He's a sophomore guard. Again, questionable on the 6 foot that we talked about. But this kid's a ball player. This kid is a ball player.
So we're going to just talk a little bit. Kyler, what does Springville got to do in this game? Maybe you guys already talked about this. What do you do to get back in it?
They're consistent from the field. Like, they're moving the ball really well. They're using their length, but they're just not hitting the shots that they should be there. But good defense there. Getting Sari out and getting him a little bit.
Yeah, it was good defense. JJ trying to draw the foul.
Three-pointer, no good. Miles Brown.
Good to see Miles back in there. That's what we're missing in the first half because of foul trouble.
J.J. Sari got a little easy with that pass.
Oh, baby.
Miles Brown. They're not going to let it. Oh, boy, that was a bucket.
But I'm okay with that because, Kyler alluded to it earlier with J.J. You start hitting from out there, that opens up the lane. Now this kid can't close out soft because Miles go right around him. Oh, Miles.
So is there a weakness right now that Wasatch has to be careful of? Sam Lynn with the shot.
Their crutch right now is Sari. What happens when he needs to come off and get him in?
That's a good point.
Cold.
You lose your offense.
At the scoreboard, it's 0-0-0, and then Sari's just got a load of points.
Sam Lynn now with 12 points. So there's your
and he's the other player.
Second player. Beautiful shot. Oh, that was an open shot.
And that's what you got to give them. You got to give them that. They're overplaying lanes.
Look at this.
Standing the perimeter. Love it.
JJ bringing the ball down. Why not, right?
Yeah, dude. Those special players we talked about earlier can do it all.
Miles Brown's going to take that three a little short. And why not? Feeling it.
Here's what I love about Coach McClure doesn't even flinch. He just shoots it, and probably not. Miles has got the range to do that. I didn't think his feet were very set. Coach doesn't even flinch.
Springville, as we mentioned earlier, they got a big win the other night against Cedar Valley. And, boy, you just got to win the games for sure at home. Is kind of the old, that's a beautiful pass that time.
I like this kid.
Pass by Hansen.
He could have shot the three. He could have drove in the lane and shot the jumper. He goes for a high percentage.
Sandra, time and space.
There you go, baby.
Whoa, that is a baseline reverse. Big time, right around
that
the
is big time ball, my God.
J.J. Sari, 23 points. We mentioned, talking. Stolen, another steal by J.J. Sari.
I like how they're fronting him instead of just setting back and letting him work him in the paint.
Wasatch's going to take a little time off the clock. I actually kind of like this a little bit. It's only the third quarter and there's 4 minutes left, but still, Is there a drawback to that? Are you letting the other team catch their breath?
No, I don't think so. I think because
Jerry.
JJ's feeling it.
I was just about to say, he looks tired, and then you asked me,
Yeah.
if you go slow like this, you might give them a breath, but JJ needs it, and he hits another shot.
Sandra, why don't they do that every time?
Coach, I say that at every high school game I go to. Throw it in the post.
That is the second time it's an assist from Hansen to Sondrup. And why they don't do that a lot, I'm not sure, because that works. Sari this time
nice
has a
block.
shot blocked by
Nice block.
Sondrup, and then he fouls Sondrup.
God, that is ticky-tack.
Yeah.
Holy cow, guys.
See, I'm just the opposite. I feel like that's just not, he didn't need to reach for that. I think he just,
it's unnecessary.
I'm
with you,
just-
Martin, though.
I'm just like, yeah, that's...
This is
But you're right. There's
unnecessary.
been more going on.
in the girls' game, that never would have got called.
100%.
So finally, a little chink to the armor for J.J. Sari, but still, that's only his second foul, and there's going to be a foul underneath. That's going to go to Springville, so meaning there's going to stay with Springville. I think they called that on, Miles Brown. That's going to be his third foul. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter, I would imagine maybe keep him in for a few minutes.
Coach just gave him the green light. Just gave him the look like, don't do that again.
But, boy, you really don't want him to get that fourth foul. So
And yeah, in that first quarter, we knew immediately there was going to be foul trouble late in this.
here's Nadal. Boy, Nadal's not shooting enough.
I swear we've only seen 2 3-pointers from Springville.
Yeah, Nadal, I think, has both of them. I may be wrong. J.J. Sari, had the ball knocked out of his hands. So what are they going to call here?
Springville.
Oh, they just called it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Which is surprising. I thought Brown was in motion of going to get it.
I did
It's like
too.
the ref called it a little early, but
I did too. Coach is giving him they're both smiling at each other. I think Coach gave him the... We won't tell Coach Lang I just about flung that into the first row. I did catch it, Coach.
yeah, that's all I saw was the catch. So that's going to be before the shot from what I understand. Sondrup got fouled on the dribble, so it's going to be under the basket.
Who was that?
For Springville.
They're going to give that to
they actually did on
Nate
the board.
Hinckley.
They gave it to Hinckley, which is
We'll
just
take
his
it.
first. Springville, in my opinion, they just got to start showing a whole bunch of energy right
Good job.
now.
That's a better job, Ethan.
There's Nadal with a 3 just off the mark.
Ethan is working his butt out. Ethan Moore, number one, is defensively contested both those shots. He's a little gassed.
Looking at the stats for Springville, there's a 3-point attempt by Brown, no good, but Sam Lynn's going to get the rebound. JJ's going to kick it out, and they're going to reset a new shot clock. Sam Lynn's going to drive to his right. Shot over. That time, wow, guessing
that is
they're saying Sondrup got him on the arm.
That's a tough call. Again, we talk about ticky tack. He got up, but going both ways. And Brent, your point, 1:52 left in this third. This thing is flown by.
Yeah, crazy.
And we're keeping that cushion. Nobody's shooting the lights out right here.
Yeah,
For
you're
JJ.
right. You're right, yeah. Sam Lynn hits the first. He'll have another.
And that interview that we mentioned about coming in at the end of the half, it's actually going to come in at the end of this quarter, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I made the mistake of saying that myself. So
Coach
we
Hull.
will have Coach Hull in between quarters 3 and 4, which is going to be in about minute 52 from right now. We're going to play it right from beginning to end. I'm afraid it's probably going to be a little longer than the 3 minutes allotted between quarters, but almost a steal that time.
Dude. Listen, feller.
We're going to have to get Ken Purdy a seatbelt, I think.
Man. I know we can look at the score all we want, but dude,
all throwable odds.
yeah, look at he had all ball. It's like Mr. Principal Kelly's down there. He sees it too. It's frustrating.
Hey, so here's something, guys. How many fouls in the first half?
A lot.
A lot. Look at, so this is the new rule, right?
Yeah.
In high school, that they
Go to
do
the bonus.
each quarter. Miles Brown,
There he is. And we know-
downtown Brown.
Miles has got a stroke, and he's just not found it tonight, but he's shooting much better than he did last year, I think. That a boy.
Almost a steal.
Coaching staff's up, and they are excited about that because, guys, we are closing out and cutting passing lanes off on every play. Job. Miles Brown, dude.
Smart to get him out of the game. Don't
He's
get that fourth foul.
He's that dude that does things that don't show up.
That would be the second three-pointer for Miles Brown in this game. Down to 1:06 left here in the third quarter. Shot clock's at 14. And guys, I agree with you. Luke Nadald has just gone cold when there's another steal.
Job, Nate Hinckley. Tell you what, Carson Banky, we haven't called his name a whole lot tonight. Nobody's getting by that kid. He closes out really well.
So,
oh boy, I thought he was going to bang it. I think Coach said take a little time off the clock. I don't know.
Three-pointer, good. Nate Hinckley.
And he's got this place up. This lead is starting to become unassailable. It's a 24-point lead. And for me, I don't know about you guys, Wasatch is just working harder than the other team.
Shot by Sondrup, no good.
Frustration foul.
And on the rebound, I agree. So the foul's going to be charged on Chapman. Chapman now, I believe, has 3. Yeah, he has 3 fouls. Going into the fourth quarter, not as much of a worry, but
a little frustrated there. It wasn't flagrant, just a little frustration.
22 seconds. Sorry, I take that back. 15 seconds left here in the half. Sorry, in the third quarter. I'll get it right eventually. And right after this, when the quarter ends, we're going to show that interview with Audrey Hull.
Nice
three-pointer
take
by Sam Lynn, just off the back iron, but rebounded by Hinckley, and not enough time for another shot. So the lead for Wasatch, 48 to 24. And we're going to send now to the interview with Audrey Hull. Take it away.
We probably didn't get it on camera, but at the break of the half, JJ Seary sat down as a sophomore and was yelling at everybody else, and what he's saying is, we are not taking our foot off the gas here. Dude, that's leadership, Coach. You've seen it bubble up in some players that have that carte blanche to go ahead and get loud, and JJ is in the zone, and he's like, we're not. I like the look of these guys coming out. Look at this JJ. Look at this kid. He's still fired up.
So the interview with Audrey Hull did not go as planned. So meaning the interview did, but the playback did not.
Right.
So
Well, you can catch it on StingTV's Instagram. I was just told.
Guys, don't miss that. Coach Hull is what a phenomenal coach. So proud of her.
Coach Hull told us a lot about some of the newcomers and emphasis on things they were trying to work on coming after the Timpview loss, and that they did not want to have 2 losses in a row. JJ Seary.
JJ.
That was his easiest shot of the night.
Probably the first miscue he's taken. He's a little amped up.
So Seary right now with in my opinion, a little mismatch. Lucas Franks, but Franks won that battle right there. So for whatever reason, made JJ.
I think it was more so Seary lost that.
Yeah,
battle.
JJ a little amped.
Wasatch with a 48-24 lead, the biggest lead of the night, 24-point lead. And no, you don't want to take your foot off. I mean, this is Region 7.
Attaboy.
That's a follow. Oh! For sure that would be a follow-through shot.
Okay, no continuation in high school ball.
All right.
You know,
whatever.
Talking about the Coach Hull interview, I was listening to a coaching podcast a couple months ago, and coaches look for people that love ball. You know what I mean? You don't get paid a lot of money for it. It's like you watch a volleyball game with Coach Martindale. He just loves the subtle nuances in there. I learned so much when I did that. But Coach Hull epitomizes loving ball.
Yeah.
And that interview can be caught on the StingTV's Instagram, Wasatch StingTV. Go over, there's other stuff on that Instagram, so you got to go over there and follow that if you're a big fan of Wasatch sports.
Well, and we're going to make sure in the future we give her the proper time. We're going to give her either a halftime or maybe a post game, or we're going to do something. But Audrey, thank you for taking the time with us. Sam Lynn's going to make those free throws.
And I'm hoping Audrey's family back east, back in Kentucky, are watching some of her games and listening to our broadcast.
Springville, there's going to get a dunk.
Yeah, there you go.
Time. That's actually the first successful dunk of the game after a few attempts.
A little lackluster. We're okay. That's great athletic play by a young man.
Ethan Chapman is going to get that point. 24-point lead. 6:45 left in this game.
Plenty of time. That's a foul.
Chapman really
this kid is
aggressively.
Yeah, he's
on Ethan Moore. Moore's gonna.
That's what the coach is saying. Just get your hands off him. Move your feet. Everywhere he goes, getting help.
Lynn's gonna take that three-pointer, no good. And here comes Springville. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Nice.
That time.
That young man just checked in. We haven't seen him all game.
That's Dylan Corfield.
He's a senior.
I think he was in earlier for sure.
And they got him at 6 foot, so we're going to question that one too.
Soft stop and go there from Ethan Moore.
Nice job, Eth.
Believe it or not, that is Ethan Moore's first bucket of the night. Boy, that's a good shot as well. Springville definitely not going away. They are in a battle through. They don't have their starting center Sondrup in the game at the moment. But all the other starters in there.
And this is a healthy lead for Wasatch, but they're keeping J.J. Sari in. They're not letting him rest. And you mentioned it, Purdy. He is amped. He is ready. And he is leading this team throughout 4 quarters.
And you know, by this time of the season, you get your legs underneath you, get a little more stamina. Hey, listen, we'll give him that. He had to take an extra step, but
we still have the video of it.
We got it on video. He might have taken an extra step, but that was worth it.
He got the hang time.
Student section just persecuting the referee over there.
Everyone in the stadium that's here for the yellow team just stood up.
So it's still going to be a highlight reel, but unfortunately not a bucket. 3-point attempt in and out. J.J. Sari once again with the rebound. Boy, and you're right. Referees have stopped blowing fouls. Boy, you could have done a layup right there.
Nice job, Carson.
But instead, Banky. Free.
I hope the grandparents of the Bankies are watching tonight, because I was waiting for Carson, and he's been solid all game, guys. The reason why we're not calling his name, he is not making mistakes.
3-point attempt in and out for Springville.
That's a foul. So why are you letting? I guess it's garbage time, so you're going to let some of this go. I don't want to get anybody hurt.
Shot almost in. They're going to call that.
Dude, 13's a ball player.
What do you guys, from the day I got here, Wasatch, I love the place, but those bleachers are too close.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just seen too many near accidents. It was 6 or 7 years ago, we did see an injury of a Wasatch player.
I heard a story in Snow College lore about Sydney Martindale diving and cracking her skull. Didn't she get some stitches? Or?
So it was volleyball.
Yeah.
And they were doing a little, in volleyball they don't call it shoot around, but they were doing a pass around, and pass and serve, and that's a 3-pointer good. That is Dylan Corfield again coming to life. 2 3-pointers for him in the last few minutes, and they're going to call a timeout.
You got to finish this story.
Yeah, I got to hear this.
Well, so Sid just they were doing a little pass and serve, then a little scrimmaging, and she dove into some bleachers.
She put her body on the line.
In the pass around, she's diving.
So she cut her head.
That's why she was an elite Division I athlete.
And my mom was there. My mom. my wife was there.
Yeah.
She was there, I believe, and she was there with Sid, and they went, and sure enough, they had to get her stitches.
And came back.
And, well, here's the real story. They thought, well, there's no way she's going to be playing. And she's like, what, are you kidding me? And so they had to do staples, but they said, well, we can't because we've got to give you a shot to deaden it.
This is
She
great.
says, just do it.
No.
And she did it. And sure enough, she played that night. And
Good night, guys.
So, well, you know.
If you're listening, Kendall Purdy, you want to be a Division I athlete, that's what you do.
Kendall Purdy's probably a lot smarter than that. So
she hurt some ribs diving in pregame on a fence, in fly ball warm-ups, taking the fence. And the opposing coach is like, she really just run into the fence for that fly ball?
Gosh. You know what I would have loved to seen both our daughters play is football.
Oh, yeah, I know. Kendall still says that.
Yep.
I wish I could have played powder puff.
Well, with the helmets and pads and everything.
I know.
I would have loved to seen that. But Wasatch up 55-31. And Springville not going away. They're going to get a little steal.
Carson.
Sam Lind.
Good job. Ooh. Good foul. Didn't hurt him. And I just jinxed Carson. That was his first misstep there. You have a tendency as a player with a lead like this. Coach is probably talking to you to slow it down a little bit. So they're doing what they're told. And it kind of stifles you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to kind of let it go. Maybe dribble drive. Carson Banky probably is very coachable kid, as most of these dudes are.
Now, guys, here's my thing. If we see that replay, to me that looks like all he was doing was wrapping his arm. I thought you had to go for the ball or something. I mean, earlier, here's the replay on it, and he's just grabbing him.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think the head coach for Springville,
he's got a point.
Justin Snell was also.
He's got a point.
And
it wasn't a flagrant thing, but yeah, Brent, you're right. You got to go for the ball. He's just trying. And really, here the thing about it is you're just trying to be safe.
Yep. Maybe that's what they thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. But earlier when Andrew Miller was hacking JJ on the dunk attempts, at least he was going for the ball.
Yeah.
So
most definitely.
12 seconds on the shot clock, down to 10. Wasatch definitely running some clock. Down to 5.
Oh yeah, nice job.
Miles Brown's going to shoot it up, no good.
He got a little spun down there low.
Springville coming down quickly. The lead was 24. It's now 22.
The second half for Wasatch, and there's a foul on the shot, but this second half so far has been just getting that shot clock down, passing the ball. We're seeing less of individual playmaker plays. It's more team play here.
So the foul is going to be charged to J.J. Sari. Sari with 3 fouls. There's only 3 minutes left. You would hate to see some type of comeback and foul problems. At this point, I'm just saying, I've seen crazier things.
Right.
But
and if you're following us, I'm going to interject. If you are watching right now on StingTV and our YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like. Do them both. And you'll get updates, and this feed will come up the night that we run these games. It'll jump on
that saves my life.
The top of your thing. Yeah, man, it's so cool for these people to see the Banky grandparents are in Michigan and be able to see their grandkids play ball. I mean,
Wasatch using the clock down to 10. J.J. Sari's going to do a spin baseline off the mark. And it's going to end up with Springville.
He's got that matchup with number 11 again, and he's taking it a little tired. You probably expend a little bit of energy scoring 26 points in a game. I would not know how that felt, but
you got a 3-on-2.
Nice pass.
Lynn get it to Hinckley.
Yeah. Again, when you got a lead like this, you tend to kind of want to reel it back, and you're not looking like that. So it was a little bit late, but he got it.
But they recognized that there was a 3-on-1, and so
coach always going to say, take the easy.
Spin move right there that time.
Yeah.
By Franks, and he's going to get fouled. The shot doesn't fall, so he'll have a couple of free throws. Franks in the game has not scored tonight.
It's a 100 people watching the feed tonight, and that doesn't count. You watch that feed later on how many people watch it after tonight.
Yeah.
Sunday after church, during church. I'm not advocating that, but sacrament meeting.
Franks misses the first. He'll have one more. 2:18 2 minutes, 18 seconds left here in this game. Franks misses the second. So Wasatch will run the clock down again. Not a whole lot Springville can do at this point. Down 24.
Guys, some of our sponsors, guys, Quench It. My wife financially puts their kids through college, I think.
I make the same claim, but for my dad.
Yeah, yeah. They love the place. Great owners, great people.
Shot
Locally
clock at
owned.
10, at 7. And that is going to be Smith back in the
we'll
game.
take that back.
Knocked out, but there's only 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
The other
Hinckley is going to check out of the game.
phone doc, Thor Brown, alumni of Wasatch High, and Labrum Chevrolet. And Corey Lang. We got to give him some props. This guy, dude, what he has done with this is amazing.
Oh, wow. That was a play just what Wasatch wanted right there on the inbounds. Coming into the game with a minute. So Sam Lind is going to get 2 free throws, and here the crowd cheering for some Wasatch kids getting into the game. And we don't have their number on the roster, so we don't even know who it is.
Nice size crowd
Maybe
tonight,
you guys
guys.
know.
It's not packed by any means, but it looks good.
So we got 3, 4, and 10, and we don't see any. J.J. Sari's getting a hand as he comes out of the game.
Why not? Why not?
And Miles Brown gets a hand, and both of them.
And see what JJ left with. Last I looked, it was 26 points. 21 of those in the first half.
For me, there's been 2 stories for Wasatch. It's their hard work and just nasty on the defensive side.
Oh, absolutely.
And then J.J. Sari
Absolutely.
lighting up the
Absolutely.
offensive floor.
Really well coached tonight. I really like how Coach McClure made that adjustment when they were kind of hurting us a little bit on the perimeter. Once he extended that, it's been lights out. Nice job.
Both teams with players on the bench.
Jacob Balch.
May not get a lot of play time, but they have them in now. Down to 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now down to 10. Springville looking to.
I don't have a number
There's
10
the
on
shot
our
this
roster.
time. Yeah, we don't have any of them there. Oh, we do have Swift Hall.
Number 10 for
That
Wasatch.
shot.
Not sure who that is.
Well, when you're coming in with this many injuries, you have to reach
Yeah.
into your JV.
Yeah.
Tyson Eves for Springville also into the game. And Carter Tanner, number 20. And Nick Hollinger, number 5. And as we mentioned, we apologize. We just don't have Jacob Balch, as you mentioned. There's a three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down, and we're down to the last 50 seconds of this game. So this will definitely go down as a big win. That's Ethan Moore is going to get
you
to number 10.
number 10.
He gets in the book.
Attaboy.
And we're sorry we don't have his name. We just don't have that on here. So Wasatch 61 to 33.
The senior Ethan Moore fed him there. That's just unselfish ball. Good for him.
4 will get in the scorebook with a foul charged. And yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think of this, the new foul rule? I mean, we saw no free throws.
Right.
Double bonus free throws. It just doesn't exist anymore with that. And is that's a good thing, I think. Maybe.
No, absolutely.
Although we're getting close now. Wasatch with 5. So, yeah, that means now there will be free throws.
I like the changes. I like the shot clock. Kind of like you alluded to in the girls' game. It's not affecting some teams. I think the change from backing it down from the center court and throwing it to the low post, those days are gone. So we don't have a whole lot of teams that have any trouble getting it up within the first 35 seconds.
Right.
They like that 3 ball, and it's changed the game as well.
This is Carter Tanner at the free throw line, a junior. Misses both. And Wasatch will just play this out the final 20 seconds of this game.
Good work tonight. Well coached, both teams. Classy bunch of guys. Springville's classy. Student section's doing well, even without Mr. Bishop here to wrangle them.
They just called They just called the travel. He started walking with it with a second and a half. So he had to call the travel. So we will go.
Oh, come on. These guys work their cans off. We're going to boo them at the last.
Somebody's going to try to get a shot off here.
Why not? Oh! And we give him a little cheer. That was a two-handed.
Nick Hollinger will get that shot. So that will make the final score 61-36.
We got to give that young man props.
Hollinger,
Nick Hollinger is freshman guard, 5'8", 135. I think that's probably accurate. Two hands. He did not. He just turned around and just chucked that thing.
So the Springville will drop to 6-5, and Wasatch will jump up to 6-5 in their overall play. They both will go to 1-1.
Yeah, you can't look at somebody at the record at this point and not indicative of how they're playing. This is a really good 6-5 team for Wasatch.
And that's a very, very convincing win, 61-36.
And you almost want to say very easily done, but J.J. Siri dropping 26 points really helps your cause.
Yep, that's for sure. Well, as we mentioned, so Springville will go on the road. No, sorry, they have 2 home games after playing a whole bunch of road games. They'll have 2 home games starting on the 9th of January versus Spanish Fork, and then on the 12th versus Tintview. Wasatch, on the other hand, they have played 1 on the road and 1 at home. They will play next week against Orem on the 9th. And then on January 12th, they'll be at Cedar Valley. That was that first J.J. Seri collision with Allen. So, and here's the second one. You know what? That's a pretty good attempt.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely was. Hey, I want to give it some shout out to some guys that don't get a lot of press as the assistant coaches for Coach McClure. Casey Dudley, Landon Horn, Derek Newhoff, Ryan Farr, Hunter Lundskog. There's a couple of Wasatch alumni right there. And I do want to mention Wasatch High School hired a new football coach. Steve Coburn stepped down, and Coach Jody Morgan, several years coaching experience, quite a few as a head
even
coach.
Even at the pro level.
Right?
Some
did an internship. Coach Dixie State, played at Dixie State. I don't
know if you heard about that.
Oh, no, I did hear about that.
Yeah, most recently a head coach at Riverton. I think last year he was on Harriman's staff. He's an offensive coach with a big head coach background and big 6A ball. So this guy's seen some big games and really excited. They did a great search. Ryan Bishop really, I mean, blood, sweat, and tears. They vetted a lot of coaches, and this guy came out on top. So, and Coach Bishop knows a little bit about coaching. He's got a couple state championships himself. So,
just looking down at these sidelines, new coaches here on this basketball court, now looking at the football field.
New wrestling coach. Man, it's
Coach Day.
Yep.
Well, and I like what they did with Coach Morgan. They did the search very, very early, and they got him. They were able to get him here to come for this whole spring semester.
Got him in. He started.
So he is already knowing the guys. He's working with them, and I know that's probably the ideal thing to always do, but it's not always easy.
Right.
But they got to do it, so it's a good head start.
Coach got to meet Coach the meet and greet. He's got a lot of energy. I like that. I'm much like that. So. That will translate to the kids, and you talk to the kids; they're very excited.
Yeah, this community will miss Coach Coburn.
Absolutely,
and he's done a lot of great things here. Seen that program go from 3A to 4A to 5A, and almost to 6A.
Talked to Coach over the break. Looks like he's gonna come up to the front office. He used to always want to stay away from the front. When I worked here, he was like, "Coach, I try not to ever get up here." So he's gonna be up. He's gonna help. He's going to help out a little bit with the athletic director, and probably exactly what he wants to be doing. They're still doing driver's ed. And, yeah, we will miss Coach Coburn, who took us into the new age.
Yep.
That was some big jumps there. So,
well, guys, let's do player of the game really quickly. Let's start, Kyler.
Wow.
Think about it here. I mean, gee, who do we pick? But in all honesty, though, a lot of guys contributed a lot of things.
Absolutely.
That's what I was going to bring up. Should we talk about players outside of J.J. Sari? Because, I mean, on the offensive board, that guy was just bringing it. And there was a size matchup every time for him.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to just say J.J. Sari.
We're going to say J.J.
Okay,
so give him his credit. 26 points, 113 rebounds. I don't know. Something like that.
But there was a lot of and I've talked about it as well, but there's a lot of defensive hustle there on the court tonight.
Steals.
And we saw it from Caleb Smith.
Team-wise.
Yeah, it was just electric there.
And really good energy, guys. I've been in this gym before. We've kind of started out lethargic. We've even done it in football. Coach Coburn can attest to that. We just come out a little bit lethargic. They have a lot of energy to start off region play at home. Tough loss this week to Temp U. So they made up for it tonight, and really happy to see that. And God, geez, Coach McClure is just, man, he's impressive. I've really been impressed with the product he's putting on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so backup players besides Sari.
Get some honorable mention.
Yep.
I loved what I saw in Caleb Smith. I mean, I've got a soft spot for the guy. The defensive work from him and other players was electric tonight. And those guys are really closing down that paint. And I forget his name, but there was a huge center. Who was it? Was it?
Yeah, the big center.
Jamin Sondrup?
Sondrup, yep.
Yeah.
That is a huge size advantage they had there, but you did not see it tonight.
No, and they didn't utilize him too either, Kyler. That's on them. They're going to look at the tape of this and go, God, we got to use that more.
Yeah.
My honorable mention could be Sam Lynn.
Yeah.
Sam did great tonight. He's got a lot of energy. I would like to see him slow down a little bit. He got some good looks. Handles the ball really well. But yeah, Sam be my honorable mention. And Miles Brown, man, let's not get Miles in foul trouble, because when that dude's on the court, man, he makes stuff happen. I really like watching him play ball.
That was going to be mine, Miles Brown and Sam Lynn. So some credit to Springville coming in here, tough place to play, and I think that's what Coach McClure probably wants. He wants this to be a place that is nasty to play in, and he was blessed with a great crowd tonight and student section, and so we're going to welcome him again and wish him the best of luck. So these teams, next, the boys Wasatch team coming, a couple of tough games coming up. We mentioned the teams that they will play, just tough Region 7. What do you say about them?
Wow,
it's just nuts.
Yeah.
And so they're just going to see it every night, and that will happen. So we congratulate once again the girls. Earlier game tonight, winners 52-30 over Springville. And don't forget, you can watch that interview with Audrey Hull on the, I'm guessing the
Wasatch StingTV
Instagram. Okay.
Plenty of good contact on there.
And then we will probably play it at the next girls game as well, is what I'm thinking, which will be for, again, these teams will play. They don't have another home game, but they do have a home game. Next week, the 9th against Orem is what that looks like. Here, I've got.
It looks like we're going to have Coach Morgan, our new football coach, and we're going to interview him. He's going to come and sit down. We'll interview him. He's going to introduce himself, and we're going to let him take the mic for a little bit and tell us what's in store for Wasatch football.
So, for tonight, that will be it for us. The next time, once again, at Wasatch, there will be games. Corner Canyon Tuesday night. The girls play a tough 6A Corner Canyon at 5:15. Again, this is next Tuesday night. And then the boys will play Orem right after. So, both teams with a couple of, I'm guessing the Orem's not in the region in basketball, right? They are.
Yeah, they go back.
Or
down.
are they?
I don't know.
Is that a region? Yeah, it is a region game. Okay.
It is. I'm sorry.
So that'll be the next StingTV broadcast.
And
so
maybe the next time you hear Kyler, he'll be on ESPN.
Yeah, maybe.
So you got to start. You got to listen to him here.
When you're rich and famous, just remember us.
I'll give it a shout out. Watch that StingTV.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So for the whole crew here, everybody did a great job. And for Kyler and Ken And Corey, I'm Brent Martindale. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. We'll see you next time.